means. I'll run behind my children. I'll go to work. I'll do whatever I got to do. But the Lord's Sabbath is the Lord's Sabbath. I want to be set up. I want to be set up. What's the promise the Lord left us in Matthew 24? Go there real quick. Hold that Isaiah, Matthew 24. Matthew 6, 24. Right here, 45.
Matthew 24:45.
Check it out.
Who then is a faithful and wise servant?
Who then is a faithful and wise servant? Who's standing up for the Lord? Question.
Whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season.
Whom the Lord hath made ruler over his household. His men stand up. Stand up. Come on. You give them meat in due season. Check it out.
Matthew 24:46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Right. Find me locking down the Sabbath. Find me locking down my Sabbath. Not catering to my children, to my wife, to nobody. It's the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath. Shut it down. Listen, I'm dead serious. Listen, my little 2-year-old. 2-year-old. Don't know squat. But she do know, put that toy away. It's the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath, Daddy? Yes. It's the Sabbath. So she's going to grow up in this thing. She's going to know. It's the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath. I got another one behind that one. Be 5 months. He going to know. It's the Sabbath. Put that toy away. Read on.
Matthew 24:48. Excuse me, 47. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunkard.
Right. If I fall back and forget the Lord, start going out partying and going to the basketball games, taking my kids to WrestleMania and all them things on the Lord's Sabbath, I got a problem. Read it.
The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he shall not beware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites.
And appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. Like as we first read, when we open up, don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite. You say you know, I said I know. Don't turn my back on the Lord's Sabbath. Don't turn your back on the Lord's Sabbath. Go back here. I'm coming right back to you with that Hebrews. With that Isaiah. All right?
Psalm 78:4. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the praises of the Lord and his strength and his wonderful works that he hath done.
We ain't going to hide this from the children, man. Religion does that. Religion hides the truth from the children. That's why they run around with all this madness in their head. That's why when something happened to the child, they said the child was innocent. That child wasn't innocent. The Lord killed children too. For what purposes? I don't know them offhand. All the judgments of the Most High, I don't know. But I know he killed children too. Check out the time of Elisha. When they were saying, up thou boy, up thou boy, all the children was following. What the Lord did? Sent bears. How? Bears. He didn't send a car to take them out. A bear get you, grab you in the neck, swing you, and thrash you. A bear killed the children. Yeah, that's the Lord doing. Read it. It's there. The Lord killed children too. So we ain't going to hide this from our children because I love my children. I don't want my children destroyed. So I'm not going to raise them up in lies. So yeah, I understand my children. I understand when they get to a point in age where they start feeling like this and like that. But I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going to cater to my children because I know better than my children. I know better than my children. My children don't know better than me. Oh, they don't feel like going to church. They don't feel like studying. They getting tired of the Sabbath because they seen all their friends and all that. Should I cater to my children? What they say? You have to know your children. You have to know your children. I know my children. And I know that they can do some very foolish things if I ain't on top of them. Pay attention. Teach these things to your children. The Lord's Sabbath. It's the Lord's Sabbath. Read on.
You want to from 13 again?
Nah, just do it.
Isaiah 58:14. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father. For the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
That perpetual covenant, that sign between the Most High and the nation of Israel, and whomsoever joineth to the Lord's Sabbath, to keep it, to honor it. He's going to cause you to ride on high. with the heritage of Jacob. Come on, man. What can be better than that? Forsake the earth, people. Cut off the lies. The Lord's Sabbath is not Sunday. And if it was Sunday, it ain't Sunday. But look at the earth on Sunday. It's madness. Go to the mall. All these people, go take a poll. Go to the mall and ask all the people. I'm going to chop you off. Ask all the people, when is the Lord's rest day? Everybody going to say, it's Sunday. Then you ask them, well, what are you doing here? If it's the Lord's rest day, what are you doing here? This is what religions teach. This is what religion teach. So you said you know. Like I said, this is going to trap you off. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? The Lord's Sabbath is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. The Lord's Sabbath is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. What are you going to do that you had now that you got that juice? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to cut it off, or are you going to harden your heart? Give me that Hebrews again. Where you at? Amos? What you got?
Amos 8 and 4.
Go ahead.
Amos 8 and 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat?
Right.
Making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit.
Now what this is talking about those that knew about the Sabbath, but they was anxious to get it over with. They know it's the Sabbath. The wicked know it's the Sabbath, but they're anxious to get it over with so they can get back up there and grind. This is not on the course that I'm talking about. This is bringing out that you said you know, but yet you worship another day. You hold another day holy, and you defile the Lord's Sabbath. Listen, people, therefore we made it for rest to the people of the Most High. The people of the Most High is the nation of Israel, and whosoever join them to them. And if you believe, you're locked into the Lord's Sabbath, so you can ride on high with the heritage of Jacob, people. Wake up, man. Wake up. Give me that again, because from 7. Hebrews.
Hebrews 4 and 7.
I just want that first.
Again, he limiteth a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time.
After 2,000 some odd years. After so long a time.
As it is said, today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts.
Yeah, this is our voice. This is my voice you hear, but they're not my words. So you can just translate that over to the Most High. It's the Lord's voice that you're hearing. All I'm doing is speaking it. It's his words. I'm just locking them down. Give me that. Jump back to the 10.
Hebrews 4 and 10. For he that is entered into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works, as the Most High did from his.
As the Most High did from his. He is walking.